All right, Schlockmeister fans, we're going to finish this Blu-ray here by watching Cannibal Terror. Let's check it out. Our film starts with a couple of thieves stealing something from a boat. It's really not plot related other than the fact that it shows that they're bad guys.
Shit, what are you doing?
Now we have this bosomy woman, I think her name is Lena.
I sure hope she didn't get hurt.
And she finds a little girl on the street. Who is Lena? Well, we found out later she's in cahoots with the thieves. Confirmed, her name is Lena, and here are the other two guys.
How do you feel?
Mario
Fed up waiting around for
and
two
Roberto.
big thieves. What's your story this time?
Shit.
The king of thieves, the man of the...
They're gonna get into kidnapping.
Her name's Florence. She plays outside the beauty shop while her mother gets her wig pampered by the boss.
What else? What else? You expect us to grab a kid? I thought you hated kids. Maybe you want to get your flippity-floppity boobies lifted.
Her flippity-floppity boobies.
You gotta have...
Mr. Donovan, you better go home quick. Your daughter, she's been kidnapped. Florence has been kidnapped.
Did you tell anybody else?
No, sir, I didn't.
So, yep, they got the girl. That old guy was her father.
You're looking for Mickey.
Yeah.
So this woman's gonna help them sneak across the border.
Morris. Better get going. Get into the car.
What is this?
That woman, I think her name was Dolores, she drops them off near the border so they can walk across. She's gonna take the car across. Talk about an open border. So she gets past the armed guards, drives a little further and meets up with the gang. I have no idea what country they're in, but they made it. Their Jeep starts to overheat, so she grabs a bucket. There's a river nearby. She's gonna get some water.
Give me the jerry can. I'll be right back.
What did I tell you? What did I tell you?
But guess what? Wherever they are, there's cannibals around. So they say, screw the overheating, we're gonna go anyway.
Yeah.
Poor Dolores is taken away, and they do what cannibals do. Of course, the obligatory eating scenes. Anyway, they arrive at
Need
the
to hide out a
pirates.
while, me and my friends.
I don't know you.
Don't get smart with us. I told you we're friends of Don Pepe.
Well, if he sent you, it's different. Well, welcome. Come on in.
So one of the guys, I think that's Mario, takes the guy who's helping them hide out, takes his wife, ties her to a tree, and then he's gonna do what he's gonna do. He does so without even undressing her, and leaves her. The guy's wife finds her, rescues her.
Manuela, what's happened?
And very curiously, our next scene is a party scene, and everybody's there. The guy who attacked her is sitting there in the back.
Good morning.
Yeah, I'll get some stuff to get.
You've got to go tell the police the little girl who's been kidnapped is here. It's important.
You mean those strangers?
She decides to
They're
narc
all
on them.
gangsters. It's horrible.
So the woman's husband takes Mario out hunting.
Will you give me some bullets?
Yeah, I'll give you some. Drop it.
And now he makes his move. He ties him to a tree, and then
Son of a bitch.
he alerts the cannibals. I guess that's all it takes.
Alfredo,
Florence's dad.
we found her. In the jungle. I know exactly where. We're prepared.
So they go through customs
What
to
a
get to
cunt.
wherever the hell they are
Don't
going.
get upset. Our little girl's lost. We're looking for her. She may be half dead by now. You can't just remain indifferent. Don't you have any children?
So mom and dad drive up in a Jeep.
Cops, let's go.
And somehow the little girl recognizes her dad in the car.
It's my dad. What are we going to do?
So the kidnappers grab the girl and take off. Unbeknownst to them, they're being watched by cannibals all over the place. And the chase is on. Slow chase in their case. A shootout, guns and arrows, or guns and spears.
Get down!
Take cover, Jared. Come on.
Great action sequences.
Hold on, we're coming!
Looks like Father's out there now too. The cannibals capture the two kidnappers. The woman is just out of frame. I can't show you her because her flippity floppities are hanging out. And it's cannibal time. And again, the obligatory eating scene.
Oh, we come as friends to talk to him and that we are not his enemies. Like the gangsters who kidnapped our little girl.
I guess they'll accept them because they're not gangsters.
Get out.
The girl's reunited with her parents. And I guess they lived happily ever after. And did not get eaten. All right, let's talk about this movie, Cannibal Terror. I thought both these movies were Jess Franco movies. They're not. Devil Hunter is, Cannibal Terror is not. I think it's 1980, and apparently this was filmed at the exact same time that a Jess Franco movie was being filmed. I think it's called like White Cannibal Queen or something like that. In fact, it used the same cast, same cannibals, same everything. It's like when one movie wrapped for the day, the other one would start. I guess Jess Franco wasn't happy about that, but that's what happened. So, but this is not the Jess Franco movie, and this movie's ridiculous. Apparently, it played, according to IMDb, it played at the Cannes Film Festival, and the audience laughed afterwards. And the producer introduced the director and said, you know, something to the effect of, "Here's the man responsible for this mess," or something like that. It's not great acting, and it's not great anything. It's a typical cannibal movie, but it looks like it's done on the cheap. It's very cheap. In fact, there's a lot of cannibal scenes where you see them like running around, jumping and dancing and things. And you can tell the makeup on their faces are all just random. And the cannibals don't even look like cannibals. They look like just regular guys with makeup on their faces. The effects weren't great. There's nothing greatly redeeming about this film. The acting was poor. Everything was poor. But it is what it is. We have a movie here about these two bumbling criminals, Mario and Roberto, who decide to, with the help of their friend Lena, kidnap a little girl from some rich family. And they kidnap her, and they decide to take her to some, I guess it wasn't an island, I guess it was another country nearby. And they take her there, but the country is inhabited by cannibals in the jungle. And they're hiding in the jungle in some person's house. They don't know, but they said they know a friend of his or something. I don't know. I didn't quite follow it, but the guy let him in. Right away, Mario decides to assault the wife of the guy who lives there and takes advantage of her out in the woods, ties her up. When the husband finds her, he unties her. And then they have the strangest scene, like, okay, you just got assaulted by this man, but hey, let's go back home and let's have a party with the criminals too. So they're all hanging out, and the wife who just got assaulted is dancing around, having a good time. And the husband just sits there and smokes a cigar. But then like the next day, then the husband takes Mario out hunting, and then he pulls a gun on him and ties him to a tree. And then he calls the cannibals. Apparently he knows there's cannibals out there, so he just whistles, pulls the cannibals, or alerts the cannibals, and they come, and they that's the last we see of Mario. Odd. But eventually the father and the mother of the kidnapped girl are able to get to this country, and they try to find their daughter. They catch up with her, but the criminals flee with the girl. The cannibals are chasing them. The mother and father are chasing them. Eventually, the cannibals catch up with the two criminals, the kidnappers, tie them up, and eat them. The girl is rescued by her parents, and that's kind of how our movie ends. It's just this is a mess of a film. It's strange. There is some nude scenes scattered throughout. The woman Lena gets naked at one point. This is the only movie she did, by the way. I think her name was Miriam Camacho, something like that. Just an odd film, but I will say it looks great. This Blu-ray looks absolutely fantastic. The quality is great. The film is not. But again, it's a typical cannibal film, just kind of a poorly done one, but not bad. It's mindless fluff, and if that's what you're into, go ahead and watch it. I'd watch this again, whatever. So anyway, that's Cannibal Terror. I got this on this Devil Hunter Cannibal Terror combo here. Both of these movies were video nasties in the UK, although Cannibal Terror, I guess, was at one time considered a video nasty, but then they took it off the list because they just added it because they had the movie Cannibal in it, but I guess it's not as rough as some of the other movies, so they took it off. But whatever, it's kind of a video nasty, or was at one point, so I have it. Check it out, leave some comments. I'll leave a link to something down below. It's Cannibal Terror. Let me know what you think about it. Watch it. Bye.